This is Mirabella's Kitchen, and today I'm making barbecue oven-baked ribs. If you'd like to cook with me, please check the description below for a list of the ingredients and a shout out to my patrons. I take a baking sheet and I'm going to line it with some paper towel. I'm going to be blotting off any excess water from my pork rib rack. It was frozen previously, so it is a little more moist. I'm then going to remove this membrane that's on the bone side of the ribs. It can lead to more toughness, I read when I was researching how to make oven-baked ribs. So I decided to remove it using a paring knife and just brute force. I then generously seasoned the ribs with some coarse kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper on both sides. And if you have a rub you like, you can add it here too. I then line the baking sheet with some aluminum foil and then cover the ribs with aluminum foil so it's nice and enclosed. I then place it into a 250-degree Fahrenheit oven to bake over low and slow for about 4 hours. Got a little sniffer. And I'm gonna bake some barbecue sauce. I'm taking about 15 ounces or so of tomato puree, a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, a third of a cup of honey, 1/4 cup tomato paste, 1/4 cup molasses, 3 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce, 2 teaspoons liquid smoke, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon coarse kosher salt, and 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. While I got some puppies playing in the background. I heat this over medium-high heat until it is bubbling, and then I lower it to simmer, cover it, and cook it down for about 30 to 45 minutes. I removed the ribs. I had increased the temp to 275 after about 2 hours, so 4 hours total it baked. I'm going to turn on the broiler and I start to put some barbecue sauce on top of the ribs, and the ribs are so tender that when I was flipping it, they just started to fall apart already. So I put a generous layer of my homemade barbecue sauce on the ribs. I'm going to again place them in the oven under the broiler on high for about 4 minutes, watching to make sure that it doesn't start to burn. And that's my shadow sous chef, Zuko, supervising my work. I was laying on the floor the whole time in the kitchen as they baked. And they're so tender that they just break right apart when I'm using tongs to separate them to prepare them for our meal. I'm pairing it with my homemade coleslaw, which I will link the video for that recipe down below in the description. And that's my barbecue oven baked ribs. Thanks for joining me today. I make new videos on cooking every Thursday. Please support me on Patreon and on Facebook at Mirabella's Kitchen.